Hello everybody, my name's Arglefumf, and today I'm playing Nevertales, The Beauty Within. Let's play the game on Bookworm mode. Aww, it's a baby. It's a cute baby. And yeah, that's the entire opening of the game. Somebody left a cute baby on my doorstep. Let's take a look at the baby. We want to grab the baby's little toy here, and then use it on the baby. So we want to click on all the toys. It makes the baby happy. But we also have this mysterious note that says, "Don't call the police. Only you can save her. Take her home." Well, I guess we're going to have to save the baby by taking the baby back to its home. We also have a little bit of a puzzle trying to figure out how my car works, because I lost my keys. Seriously, why can I never remember my keys? So, simple enough puzzle. We're going to grab this area. What is it? So this has my phone. So that's got the code to the drawer. Left, right, left, left, right. And it's also got a key. Not the keys I'm looking for, though. So I'm going to use the drawer key on the drawer over here. That way I can open the drawer and get a book page. I wonder what this other stuff is. I guess it's my work. I work from home or something. Man, my bed is really close to the street. It's probably pretty loud at nighttime. So I grabbed this thing over here. It's a wrap page. I'm going to undo it. And it's a book. So now I've got my 2 golden pages. Oh, it's 9 p.m. It's kind of late. And this is the puzzle. So the solution was left, right, left, left, right. Pretty cool locking system for your drawer. So this is a locket, my family locket. I never leave home without it. I wonder what it's for. It looks like it needs hearts. I'll have to file all these papers later. And then I get my car keys. So the phone does have notes. I won another difficult case this morning. My work used to bring me excitement and satisfaction, but now I find myself feeling empty. I need something new in my life. Like a baby coming from out of nowhere? Okay, fine. Let's pretend I'm a lawyer. It kind of sounds like I'm a lawyer. I was sitting at home. I just finished my work when I heard somebody knocking like crazy. But there's nobody there except a baby. Okay, I've got to chase after this person. The person cannot be that long gone. I've got a map. Not yet, though. And a to-do list. All right. I don't think there's anything else I can check out in my little house. This thing over here in the bottom right is a hint button. It says, hey, all I've got to do is leave. So I'm going to take my car key here. That way the car is open. I'm going to put in the car key. I'm going to put in the baby. I'm going to strap in the baby and take that screwdriver, because obviously I need a screwdriver. And now I can go driving after that stranger.
He's long gone by now, but there's only one road he could take. I'm sure I can figure out where he's headed.
Well, he did leave a picture of where he... What? Excuse me, you're blocking the road, sir. Well, at least I've got a cute baby to look at. Aww. Yeah. Alright, okay, so after I look at the baby for a while, here's the villain. I think he's a villain. How did that guy steal my...
Do not follow me.
Yeah, that's definitely a villain. How did he open my car door and steal my keys without me noticing? Yeah, I was distracted by the baby, but, I mean, I thought I was an observant lawyer. Anyway, I'm going to grab this rock over here, and I'm going to use it here. See the squirrel? Or chipmunk? Probably a chipmunk. Chipmunk steals my keys, and so I have to use the screwdriver and the stone to get my keys back. Come on, you little thief. Have to do it 3 times. And this gives me a hidden objects challenge. You see by the little sparkles. So with the hidden objects challenge, we just need to find everything at the bottom of the screen. Like, there's an eggshell. And, oh, it looks like it gave me a thing, whatever that is. Ah, there's the squirrel of evil. Okay, I need a centipede and a cork, and there's a cork. That also gives me a little sparkly object. Alright, good. There's that squirrel. Hint says this is an item I'm looking for. That was a thing. A clothespin and a coin. So just a heads up, I am terrible at hidden objects challenges usually. Well, there's the ruler. There's the 4-leaf clover. Alright. Alright. Finding some items. There's a bow tie, I guess. Oh, and that has an item behind it, so I knew that had to be one of them. So what else? A coin and a paper boat. Hint is still charging. This is missing a part. Okay, let's see if I can find it. This battery will go in there. Now it's no longer missing a part. That gave me something. I bet I use this to clean off something? I don't know what I use that for. Okay, move that aside for a paper boat. So, clothespin and a coin. There's the coin. There's a clothespin. Still need to figure out what I use this on to get a shiny sapphire. Hint will tell me. Oh, it's this ring. Okay, I use it on the ring. Now it's a shiny ring. That's nice. And now I have all the pieces for this. A nutcracker, which I'm going to use on the nut. The squirrel gives me the key. Kind of cute. So now let's keep on driving. And this time I'll try not to get interrupted by evil villains or distracted by cute babies.
What in the world?
Why are there evil castles? Where do
Am
I live?
Hallucinating? It can't be. This mansion is real.
Well, obviously I have to go here. Evil mansion from the middle of nowhere. Obviously that's where I need to be. Oh, I got a phone call.
You made it. I don't have time to explain, so listen closely. Find the portal inside this mansion and protect the baby at any cost. I'll help when I can, but please, you must stay away from me.
Huh. Well, that was the guy from earlier who he kind of turned into an evil villain when I got too close. So I'm thinking that's gonna be this is a puzzle. Okay. So I'm just thinking, hey, that guy has like an evil side that he can't control, and that's why he's saying I need to stay away. But he's actually a nice guy who's trying to help save the baby, which is good. Let's see his car. This is where she belongs. You must take her inside. The lock's difficult, but do not be deterred. And remember, don't call the police. Oh, it's the other half of that note. Interesting. And I can't reach that, but I have a halberd. Maybe the halberd will help me get it. Just a gear. And that's it for that zoom-in area. What about these? Okay, that's a ladder. Lets me look up here where I've got a spider. I need to distract the spider somehow. And I need something to catch these little moth things, so I just click on them. That distracts the spider. Yep. Way to go, spider. That gave me a broken tile. So that's it for the right-hand side of the screen. Left-hand side of the screen, maybe... no. This is where I'll need the second broken tile. I'll probably get that by solving this puzzle. So it looks like this is a puzzle where I click on the 4 things in the correct order. So 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 2. Done. Give it a gear. That gives me something, an empty tile. Whoa! As well as this. Gears. Gears the clockwork owl.
Thank you. You're friendly, right? You didn't fix me in order to make fun of my nose.
Your nose is great.
No? Okay then. Owls never forget, and they always return a favor. Anyway, my name's Gears, and I'm at your service. I'll hang around in case you need some help reaching stuff. I'm very good at that.
Cool. He's good at that. Now Gears is just going to live in the bottom left-hand corner. So I can send Gears up here to get a distant item. That's basically how Gears works. Okay, so empty tile. I imagine I'm putting the 2 broken tiles in it. Now we have a fixed tile, and this is probably going to be another puzzle. Okay, what's the goal of this puzzle? Press the tile which matches the glowing tile. Okay, so we need to find the exact match. Exact match, and that wasn't it. Huh. Oh, no, I think that was... No. This? Yeah, no, that was it. That was it. Okay, I'm not crazy. Okay, so now the tile changed. What's the new matching tile? This one. Okay, now it's one that looks like this. Yeah, now I'm getting the hang of this puzzle, so that's... Oh, I made a mistake, and so the game sent me back one. Not that tile. So there are several tiles with a square in the circle. Gotta keep an eye out for that. That has to be the match. This is another one with a square. It's a square in the center. I think that's a matching one. Here's another square one. That's the match. That's the match. And now it's getting a lot easier because there are fewer things for us to select. Done. Puzzle solved. And that gives me the key. The key to go inside, I presume. Cool, let's go to the foyer. Let's see, huh? Uh-oh. We're trapped inside, aren't we? Yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. Okay, so we have a token that needs to go over there. We have tokens, which need to go over there. Oh boy, looking for tokens everywhere. We need to... What's this?
You will find what you seek in the A-Wing. Hurry!
Yeah, that's definitely a weird guy. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely feeling like he can't control himself from becoming a monster. So we found a circuit part, which unlocks this puzzle. We need to find the thing for it over here on the left. Blueprint. I need to find the blueprint pieces. Great, that gives me a map, and then here's the puzzle, right? But this part is missing, so I put the circuit part into place so I can solve this puzzle. Cool, so I need to rotate this piece twice and this piece twice. No, that's not it at all. What? Okay, so let's see. I want this piece like this, and then this piece like this. Now I can just get them all the right color. Okay, so I'm going to do the red one here. And then I'm going to do the purple one over here in the middle. I'm just recreating the designs here in the bottom. And then this is going to have to be green. We can't rotate that one. So that was part of the trick. And that opens up the upstairs area. Before we do that, let's solve a puzzle here. We've got a glowing book. So now I need to find all the illustration parts hidden on the screen. There's one, there's one, there's another, and then where's the final one? Ah, there. So what does that get me? Gets me a Pharaoh mask. Okay, fine. That's cool, I guess. And up here we have another Hidden Objects challenge. Strange. This woman and I could be sisters. She looks like me. Huh. So I guess that's what our character looks like. So with this Hidden Objects challenge, we've just got a bunch of items hidden in the background. We need to find them all. Like there's a pencil, there's a globe, and I need a spinny thingy. It's a wheel. Here. It's behind that rose. That gives me the book-shaped glass. So I'm going to put that here. This gives us Tales of Wonder.
Once upon a time, in a land of song and laughter, filled with everything that is good,
This is a fairy tale. What we need to do is find these two windows.
There lived a man called Pierre, his wife, and their baby.
And now we need to find two birds. So I bring one bird out by clicking there. And then the other bird is here.
They spent their days in joy and their nights in serenity.
We have a plant over here and then a star-shaped thingy over here.
They seemed to live happily ever after. But then, one day, the wife got gravely ill.
2 candles now.
A mysterious condition took hold and placed her in a state of endless sleep.
Stars, stars, stars. Star over here. And a star over here.
No cure could be found. Nothing could wake her.
Zigzag on the portrait and then zigzag mountains.
For a while, all hope seemed lost.
Well, that's a sad story. That gives us a stone token. Alright, so we need some sort of violin thing over here to undo this electrified gate. And over here we have 2 talking heads. Well, that one's got a pearl. Nice.
Don't bother. The poor fool can't talk without his tongue.
Weird. Very weird. And up here looks like we're going to need an owl to unlock that. And I guess that's it for this screen. Let's go back 1. We're going to put our stone token into place. That gives us the tongue. Ooh, creepy. Creepy. And oh yeah, I'm supposed to open up this. Check it out. We've got books. We've got cool books, I suppose. What's this? Huh? Forgot that. It's a jewelry box, and inside the jewelry box we have another pearl. So let's go upstairs and put the tongue into place. This puzzle is going to be a little weird.
Well, we have a guest. We can't just let you through, but perhaps if you helped us out...
Yeah, we're dealing with talking heads. It's creepy and weird.
We get into arguments about things around us all the time, and we're not sure which one of us is correct. When we disagree, choose which one of us is correct, and then point at the right, head. Ready? Okay.
Let's get started.
I thought you were gonna light all the candles in the Chamber of Whispers.
I wanted to, but I left the lighter in my other pants. How many candles are there, by the way?
So how many candles are in here? 1, 2... I think that's it. All I saw were 2 candles.
There are 3 candles. No more, no less. And I say there are 2. But I guess our guest will know best.
It's definitely 2.
There were 2 candles indeed. I wonder how many lanterns we have hanging in the foyer.
We certainly know a thing or two about hanging somewhere.
So let's go back to the foyer and check how many lanterns there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I say we have 5. 5 hanging lanterns.
You are as wrong as you're stuck to the door. We have 7. Let's ask our guest.
It's 5.
You are right. There are 5 lanterns.
Why are they
You would look
fighting
good
if
in
they
that
know
big
the
pot in the Chamber of
answers?
Whispers. That colour would go well with your eyes.
And what colour would that be, Mr. Comedian?
What color is the big pot? It's red. Definitely red.
As I said, you would look good in that red pot.
I would look good in anything, but the pot is blue. Just ask our guest.
Definitely red.
Of course, the pot is red. Well, that's all, I guess. We have all our arguments sorted out.
Thank you, friend. The door is now open to you. Do us a favor. Don't slam it.
And that's it for the puzzle to open the arguing doors. This new room is called the Children's Library. Let's check it out. First, we have a puzzle to find stars. Stars to open up that treasure chest. 5 of them. Over there, that's nice. That gives us this. I guess that's a puzzle clue. Gonna move the bear's hands aside in order to get a pearl, as well as a soldier. We also need a cloud for this thing, a wind-up key for this thing, and over on the left, it's the same symbol as my locket. What does it mean? Maybe I fixed the locket that will open up the thing. And is that it? Hint button says... Yep, that's it for this room for now. Let's go back. I forgot to take a look at this earlier. It says, whoever took my soldier, bring him back. So we're bringing the soldier back. There's no need for a passive-aggressive note. What?
Wow, that was a bumpy ride.
Who are you?
Where am I? I stepped through some portal and ended up here. I'm Maria, and who are you?
I'm just a random lawyer who's trying to find the owner of a baby.
You didn't happen to see a strange man with a hat pass around here.
He was super strange. I don't know about the hat part.
He stole a valuable potion from me, hoping it would be able to help him. Unfortunately, there is no cure for his curse. He refuses to accept that. I'd be on guard if I was you. He looks dangerous.
Yeah, okay, so that weird guy might be under a curse. Good to know.
Now let's see. He has to be around here somewhere.
I have no idea where he is. He like showed up here and then ran away. He said to visit the A-Wing, and I assume that's this. Alright, the winding key goes here on the giant soldier. So this gives us a puzzle. We need to find the missing pieces of the owl. There we go. I think that's it. That will give me the owl to open up, not the B-Wing, open up this area upstairs. So this is going to have a puzzle as well as an item. Let's grab that item and solve the puzzle. So with this puzzle, each book has a symbol on the inside as well as the outside. So first, we've got this square here. That's square outside. And actually we want the piece with the square inside next to it. So this is the piece with the square inside. It goes next to it. So now we've got a circle. Where's the piece with the circle? Here it is. So that goes next to it. Where's the piece with the diamond? Ah, it's this one. So that goes next to it. There we go. There's a solution. What is this? It's a giant owl. Gears. It's your uncle. I don't know what to say. I wonder why Gears didn't do anything earlier about that owl puzzle. Is there anything else here? Why can I still zoom in on this? Ah, because we've got a place for one more book. We need to find another book. So going back over here, we are going to put the cloud on the book, and that is going to give us a hidden objects challenge. Wow! Yeah, a fairy tale hidden objects challenge. First, I need to find the keys. There are 4 keys. You grab the keys and you use them at the bottom of the screen. That gives you the list of items you need to find. Okay, so pineapple. And then pipe. And click on the magic wand. That's going to give us a somewhat long animation of a fairy. We're going to grab this wind-up thing and use it on the wind-up toy. Fairy, get back here, fairy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, got the fairy and got the baseball from the wind-up toy. Good. Apple. Fish. Unicorn. Handprint. Top hat. Frog. Metal heart and butterfly. Okay, grab this, put it on here. That gives you the butterfly. And I'm still not seeing the metal heart. We are getting purple pieces for a moon, so it's a purple moon. I'll just use a hint for the heart. Heart hint is this thing? Okay, move the carousel horse. That gives you the heart, and now we have the moon. So the moon is going to go over here. We put up the moon, we put up the gear. Ah.
Oh no, it's him! Quick, hide!
The baby! Give it to me!
Over there! What is that?
So we're locked? I don't even know where we are, but we're locked in. The evil villain with the hat is like attacking the door, and we have this. The baby thing. So we're gonna calm down the baby. It's a scary baby. We're gonna give the baby a ball, right? Let's see. I squeeze a ball and then I can put down a ball, and then this is a puzzle to squeak them in the correct order. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is a very picky baby. I'm sorry, that baby is way too picky. So this looks like the key for a puzzle. Looks complicated. Looks way too complicated for me. Oh, I guess we have to follow the clue. What's the clue? Do I just put the baby down? Alright, don't see how that matches with, like, B equals 3, C equals 2, but whatever. This is a clue that we can solve. Okay, so what we're looking for is underneath the baby. That's what I hold most dear. The sunshine of my life. So it's largest... I guess largest to smallest is probably not the correct solution. So the thing that eats another thing, which eats another thing, that's going to be this puzzle, which is underneath the baby. So the cat eats the mouse, which eats the cheese. And the fox eats the rabbit, which eats the carrot. And then the snake eats the frog, which eats the fly. And that gives us the key. And I am guessing this is a very important book. The first key to your salvation is hidden within these pages. You must find it or everything's lost. P. Pierre. I assume that's P. Pierre, right? And what do we find within the pages? It's a magic book portal.
That looks like the portal I stepped through that brought me here. I have no idea where that leads. I'm staying here for now.
With the evil villain trying to smash down the door, I think we should go through the portal instead.
You go. I'll stay here and make sure he doesn't get in. Here, take this doll for good luck. It's missing its head, but it should still be helpful.
That doesn't sound helpful in the slightest. We are going to fix it and bring it back to her. That's going to be our next step, but we're going into the unknown. Into the unknown. It's actually kind of a nice place. I like it. It's nice, peaceful. I don't want to be in an angry, evil mansion. I see a shark. That's not cool. But other than that, it's very nice. And it's sort of like we got transported into the book. But what book would it be? Treasure Island? No, there are no pirates here. Anyway, we're going to grab a shell here. Grab some rocks. We need something to get rid of those vines. And we need to get rid of that huge pelican. So here's the voodoo hut. I believe we take a look over here. We're going to move this chair a couple of times, giving us a slingshot. So we're going to put the rocks on a slingshot. Now we've got a working slingshot. Inside the pouch we have, what is it? Ink bottle. Bottle of ink. So we use the slingshot on the pelican. You do not want to hit it, but you want to be close to it. How's that? Uh-oh. I think I might have hit it. No. Okay, good. Missed. So now we can examine the nest. Inside the nest we find a cookie. Thank you, Gears. Cookie's gonna go down over here. We're gonna give it to the piranha. Dangerous. That gives us the code for this puzzle, as well as the voodoo hat. Let's solve the puzzle, though. So this puzzle, you want to click on a piece to rotate it. We're trying to get all the pieces to be circles. When you click on a piece, it's going to mess with every piece that's touching it. So, oh, darn. Okay, I thought I had it, but I did not. Here, and there, and nope. I just got myself stuck in a corner there. Alright. And then... that gave me right back to where I started. Alright. Let's see. If I have a piece here. Piece there. Piece there. And that's not gonna work. That's just gonna leave me stuck. This is the same solution I had, except it's turned on its side. Oh man, this puzzle is not my friend. I think? Nope, I'm just gonna have to skip the puzzle. Where's the skip button? There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, skipping the puzzle gives us the rose badge. We get the voodoo head on the doll. It's a perfect fit. We're gonna show Maria. Maria will hopefully not be mad at me for failing to solve the puzzle.
Shh! I can't hear anything. Do you think he's left?
Hope so.
I can't believe it! You repaired my lucky doll. Wait just a minute. That means that this portal leads back to my island. Can it be? Quickly, let's go back and meet at my cottage.
Alright, back to the cottage.
This is my humble cottage. It's not much, but it's home, and that's what matters. Come inside. I might have something that can help you in your journey.
Excellent. Oh, it's a hidden objects challenge.
Welcome. I was thinking how to repay you for showing me the way back home. So I thought of a great potion which is bound to help you in your adventures. It's a wish potion of sorts, and it will help you fulfill something you need or want.
Nice. Hopefully I won't use it on something silly.
In order for it to work, we need to make it together. Ready? Okay, let's do it. First, I need a peacock feather to add some grace to the potion.
Well, there's the peacock.
Next, a mandrake root. This will give it some pizzazz.
I'm gonna guess this is a mandrake.
Now I need some ginkgo leaves. They will make the potion full of life.
I don't know what those are, but there are 3 of them, and I see 2 of this leaf. So that's not it. Okay. It's this. Okay, I see 3 of those.
Excellent. Now find me some paradise flowers to bring an exotic power to the potion.
It's gotta be these, right? 1, 2. Third one's right by her.
Fantastic! Find me some chili peppers to make it spicy and zesty.
You need to do a better job of organizing things in your house. This is kind of a mess. Okay, that was 1 chili pepper. There's another one. There's a third.
Great work! They will need to be crushed into a fine powder first.
Okay, so I click on this thing here. Crush, 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 crush. That was easy.
I need some snake venom next. Be careful collecting it.
Maybe you could do that. Like, I could definitely stir a pot. I'm really great at stirring pots. Okay, so I need a container to hold that poison. I'll use a hint. Oh, hint is still charging. Okay. So it's got to be... Ah, there's the hint. It's this particular container. There's a lot of bottles just lying around the hut.
And for the last ingredient, I need a unicorn horn. There's one behind the old cage, but you'll have to move it aside to get it.
So I'm probably gonna have to put something heavy on this hook. Something heavy that I can hang up there. Just clicking on all sorts of random things. Oh, here we go. This is a weight. There we go. That's it.
That's it. We're ready. Now stand back a bit as I prepare the potion. By the wind, earth, thunder, and fire, grant the wish of a user's desire. There, it's done. May it help you in some way during your journey.
As I said, I really hope we use it on something useful and not something silly like, oh, I want to open this bottle. I'm going to use this potion to smash it open. Alright, so I need a way to channel its power. It should be visible on paper. We've got paper here. So I assume I'm... what am I going to do with this paper? Let's see. I have an ink bottle. Am I going to have to use the ink bottle here? Yeah, that changes the potion. So I'm going to use the magic potion on the paper. I wish I could find what I'm looking for inside this book, or an island, or wherever I am. So we just got a map. I feel like that was not a good use of a wish. I feel like I should be able to wish for something more important than just a little map. With this puzzle, you want to select the strange one. So this is the one that's facing right, all the others are facing left. These are all mammals except for the fish. This one has a hole, that makes it different. This one has one fewer line than the others. This tree has no leaves. And this one has two signs pointing in the same direction. The others are two signs pointing in opposite directions. This is followed up by this puzzle. We need to find 10 of the items on this screen. So it's a dragon and a snail. These are riddles, yeah. Dragon, snail. This statue. This bird. This frog. This foot. This hand. This paw print. The fox. And I don't know. The head? The head. Alrighty, so we're gonna get rid of that rabbit over there. I don't know what those things are, but you click on them to get rid of them. Hey, we have the last pearl. And we have Maria's necklace. So we're gonna go back and give the necklace to Maria.
My necklace of sight! Wherever did you find it? Ah, so my potion guided you to it. Then your heart seeks the truth within. Lend me something dear to your heart.
Yeah, you can have this.
How beautiful. This will do nicely. Necklace of sight. Reveal the key to her desire.
What kept you alive with us quickly? One sadful hell is no way sickly. To restore it whole, the secret is near. In one of the things which you hold most dear, searching in books of every kind, for her scattered you must find. Go through peril, pain and strife, the things inside will save your life.
Awesome! We got a musical number.
Incredible. Your heart holds many secrets, but this locket is the key which will unlock them. You must seek the heart gems. Only through restoring them will you activate the locket's power. I hope this will aid you as well. Simply dilute this powder to create a powerful herbicide.
Alright, that's good. Unless I'm mistaken, that's just going to be the general premise of the game. We need to go into 4 different books. We're going through Maria's book right now on Volcano Island. We saw like the 4 other books back over here in the mansion, like in the foyer in the mansion. It had 3 other books, so I think we're going to go through all of those books as well. And each book is going to have one little heart for our family locket. Alright. Your locket's been in your possession for as long as you remember. Throughout your adventures, you'll encounter the heart tokens to open the locket and discover the secret. Okay, so the secret we are looking for, I guess it was a super useful secret after all. It's right here. Oh, we need to dig. We need to dig. X marks the spot. So we're going to go over here. We're going to put the poison powder into place. Then I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to use it over here. That will free the shovel. Now I can dig to get my family heart? I don't know. Who stole all the hearts from my locket and hid them in various books? Oh, Rose goes over here. This is a puzzle. We have to go some way back. B3, so B to 3, and then C to 2, then D4, A3, D to 4, A to 3. There we go. We got the heart. And this is not good. Talk about terrible timing. Now the forest is on fire. The volcano erupted. I've got to get out of here. Quick, Maria! She's not here. Uh-oh.
The portal has collapsed when volcano went off.
What? No, I need that portal to go back home.
I will cast a protection spell around my cottage, but it's not safe for you and the baby to stay.
What? Huh?
Use my boat to get to the ship. Get away as far as possible. Thank you for getting me back home. Now I have to protect it. Go now. The time is running out. Good luck to both of us.
Alright, well, I wish I could stay inside this magic portal and not be destroyed by the volcano. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna grab this boat, go over here to the pirates. Thank you, Gears. It's a pirate ship. Oh, it is a pirate ship. Well, this isn't safe. Okay, what do we have here? We have a cannon. Cannonball. First I need to put in the gunpowder. Then I'm going to put in the cannon. Then I'm going to put it in. I need to find some way to light it first. And why is there a big jar of paint? And this was probably a rope thing to move it around. I bet I can use a chain there. Yeah, see, I bet we can move this cannon. Whoa, there's a dude.
Hello? Hello? Who's there? Oh, hi. Who are you?
Hi.
My name is Calivan. Calivan Sterling. I'm an astronaut, but misfortune brought me here.
Astronaut?
Instead of being the first man on the moon, I ended up being the prisoner of a lunatic. He kidnapped me, threw me into this hold, and took up my place on the expedition to the moon. Something is very wrong about him. He's no ordinary man, I'll tell you that.
This is so strange.
Can you help me get out of here? I don't have anything that would be of use to you, other than these matches I use to light up the rockets.
Oh, I need those. He lights his rockets by hand with matches? What? Okay, so it sounds like somebody jumped. Our villain jumped from this island pirate story to some kind of astronaut story, science fiction story. Alright, there we go. That should help you, sir.
That was quite a show. It's good to see the sky without a view behind bars.
How are we gonna get you out, though? They're...
Back off! This child belongs to me.
Oh, so that's the villain. Yeah.
If you
No!
follow me, you'll never see her again.
You can't just steal the baby, you villain. Uh-oh. This looks bad. Oh! Yeah! It's a descent into the maelstrom. This is very bad. And what just happened? Did I jump out of the book, or did I jump in? Oh, I jumped out of the book!
That was the monster who kidnapped me. I don't know what he wants with your baby, but it can't be good.
Yeah, it's definitely not good.
Wait, I remember this place. There was a portal back to my world in the observatory. Can you help me find it?
Okay, so I imagine we're going to have to find his book in the observatory, wherever that might be. Do we put the... Yeah, we put the pearls here. Alright, this is a puzzle, and I imagine we have to follow that one diagram we had forever ago. Here it is, red and blue, and then I don't know what the others are. It's okay, we can just guess. Okay, green in center? No. What about green on top? No, green on bottom then? There we go. That's the solution to the puzzle. Looks like that opens up the observatory, where I imagine we have a science fiction book, but let me check this. Okay, so did we go through one of these books? I don't know. I thought we jumped out of one of these books, but I could be mistaken. Yeah, I'll just check my map. Here's my map, by the way. Secret compartment. I can't go there right now. Oh, I can't go to the secret compartment, though? Oh, I guess it's closed. All right. Fine, let's explore this brand new area called the Inner Garden. So here we have a fountain with a lock part. Actually, the lock goes up here. Let's just undo the lock right now. That'll save us some time. It gives us a clue saying that we need the red book to get rid of this owl statue. Of course, you can't see it right now. So, this owl statue, we need to get this book here. So that book will get rid of the owl statue. We'll do that shortly. Let's go back to the Inner Garden. So we need to find 3 of these ornate plates. One's hidden over here. Looks like we need to color that picture. I've got half of a coloring thing, so that's got to be part of it. Look at this gate, maybe? He took the baby, but there's still a chance. Hurry! And my locket can open the gate when I have all of the gems. Oh, well, that's good to know. Is there something down here? I need something to cut those flowers. I already looked here. Let's see, can I zoom in on the door? That's it. Okay, I can zoom in on this door. It looks like it's a scientific atom door. And now I'm going to have gears fly over here and use these 3 ornate plates. 1, 2, 3. We need to click all 3 of them. And that gives us a hidden objects challenge. So, dragon is over here. And then here's a hand mirror. Elephant. There's a hidden thing behind every item we find. So, helmet, coin, grapes. Those are easy to find. Here is the ship. I need to grab this and use it on the painting to get a colored painting. I need to move this aside to get a knife, which I'll use on the apple to get... Well, it's an apple. Next is caterpillar and fish. Where are they? Move the hat for the fish, because of course. Sickle's over there. And then the caterpillar, I'll use a hint for. Inside the clock. Sure, why wouldn't there be a caterpillar there? So this gives me a bunch of ceramic pieces. And we're going to have an easy puzzle putting these ceramic pieces back together. Yeah, you just click on them, and they morph into place. It feels like maybe this was going to be a complicated jigsaw puzzle, but somebody said, whoa, this puzzle's too hard. And so they threw together all 4 pieces. You know, all those little tiny pieces that make up each of the 4 major pieces. So this gives us an underneath area, the adventure section. I want to go adventuring, adventuring, adventuring. I thought there would be a really cool cutscene, but I guess that was it. So here I want to shoot a gun to grab this. I want to open up this. Ah, okay.
Pierre refused to give up on her, even when his doctor said there was no hope.
It's a continuation of the story with Pierre and his sickly wife.
He spent hours researching until he discovered the legend of the Rose of Life. This magical flower had the ability to cure any disease simply by smelling its fragrance. The Rose of Life only grew in a faraway kingdom, but it had not been seen for centuries.
This is really cool.
Pierre traveled to the farthest kingdom searching for the Rose of Life.
So, those 2 mushrooms?
As he walked, he carried a magical compass that would lead him to his heart's desire.
2 thorny vines.
As long as he focused on the rose, the compass would lead him to it.
Click on him for a heart, and there's a heart in the sky.
For days, he thought only of finding the rose, certain that he would find it for his love.
I hope he succeeds. That's kind of an ominous ending, which makes me think he's not going to succeed. I'm going to put the Pharaoh mask over here. And it looks like that gives me a puzzle I can't solve yet. I'll take a look over here. There's the red book. I need to grab this electron and do something with a magnet. I bet the magnet will get the electron. Okay, so those scenes remind me of the Dark Parables series. It sounds like it's the exact same guy who does the voice for the Dark Parables and reads like these fairy tales, basically. So that's cool. That's cool. I've played a lot of the Dark Parables games. You can check out my videos for them as well. Also, I played a bunch of the Nevertales games. You can check out those videos. And enough plugging my own material. Let's get back to the game, right? We got the red book. We got the red book from that adventure room. So we're going to put the red book into place following the instructions. That's going to get rid of the owl and give us a... well... it's a hidden objects challenge! I haven't seen one of those in a while. I do want to point out that whoever this woman is, she was in that song. In the musical number, they had like a close-up of her and her locket, which matches my family locket. Earlier, our character said, oh, she could be my twin. They've got to be related, right? Right? Like secret sister or something. Secret twin sister, I don't know. So we are finding a pear. We are finding a rubber duck. We are finding a butterfly and a jewel. Where is the butterfly? I don't see it. I'll just use a hint. It's right there. And the jewel is here. Solving that puzzle gives us a magnet. Oh no, it destroyed that beautiful stained glass. If that's like my Aunt Margaret, she's going to be very mad. Yeah. Okay, so magnet. Obviously, the magnet's going to go back to the adventure section. We're going to use it here. That gives us the pesky electron. We're going to need some flowers there. Presumably, we're going to pick these flowers and then use them. So the electron's going to go on the door. And that opens up the door to the observatory. Objective complete. Find the observatory. You want to turn on the power button so you can actually see things. Here we have a puzzle. Oh, I don't like this puzzle. Okay, so our puzzle is to move around this screen here and find those symbols. So like a sideways letter A, and then a letter A also sideways, but differently. Oh yeah, this is going good. Let's double check. No. And then yes. Yeah. All right, good. That looks like it, right? Woohoo! No mistakes there. Next, we need a letter L and then a zigzagger. Okay, letter L and then zigzag. Letter L. Where's the big letter L? That is not it. They are not rotated, I don't think. Oh, that looks like that would be beautiful, but it's not. I don't see it anywhere. Zigzag? Was that zigzag? This one. That was totally zigzag. Okay, so letter L. Like, that is not it. That has too many stars. That's definitely letter L turned upside down, though. Here, like, I'll try it, but nope, that was wrong. Okay, now we have the letter A upside down again. So many letters. This it? No? Now we've got this. Oh, what? No, that was perfect! Okay, then a triangle with 3 things underneath it? I'm not good at astronomy. Okay, triangle with 3 things underneath it. This is it! So next we want these symbols. A triangle. Yeah, a triangle with a piece above it. I don't know why the triangle isn't connected at the bottom there. I don't understand constellations. So this could be it. What do you mean that's not it? That was perfect. Okay, 4 in a row. Fine, and then a sideways letter V. Like, here's the 4 in a row, but it's not because another star happens to be too close to it? And then a square with a piece on top. Like, no. Is this it? No, this is like a box, but it's not, because it's not. Here. That looked correct because it was complicated, but I guess that's wrong. 3 in a row with the thing on top and the one on the left. Here we go. Whatever that constellation is. Zigzag line. Yay! And then this is a hill. Alright, let's find one that looks like a mountain. Mountain. There it is. That gives us a tile for the Egyptian room, obviously. The Egyptian tile. Okay, so we need to grab a couple of things there. We're gonna grab these. And I think we need to take a picture of this. We're gonna move this aside so I can get a glowing book. And here we want to find all the pieces of the planetoid. What does that give us? Is that just a planet? It's a planet. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna go down here, back to the adventure room. We use the Egyptian panel here. This is a tile. I think this person is in the middle. This person's on the left. These are feet. This is somebody's hair. Yeah, and this person's sitting down on the left. Kneeling down, really. So the planet we got goes over here. We're going to rotate it a few times. That's going to give us something here. Coiled item over here, and then half of a puzzle. We're going to open up the lunchbox as well, giving us half of a rocket ship. We're going to put the 2 parts into place. Now this puzzle, it's just a math puzzle. So 6 plus 1 is 7. And then 9 minus 1 is 8. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then 9 times 2 is 18. So that's the solution to the puzzle. 1969! Isn't that the year they landed on the moon? Would be a cool science joke if it was. Oh, we need to fill that thing with flowers. So let's use our shears over here first. This is a little bit of a puzzle. We kind of have to move some flowers aside to find the flowers we're looking for. And let's see, I'll use a hint for it. There we go, that's the last one. Like, how are you supposed to know there's a flower hidden behind there? You just kind of have to guess. Click at random and you'll find it. Okay, put this here into place. That's going to give us some paint. Now we have the paints for the paint puzzle. Before we do that, we can solve this hidden objects challenge. So let's see. I need to cut the rope. I need scissors, right? Okay, I move this aside to get scissors. That gives me the rope. The rope's going to go here. I move this aside to get whatever that is. Lighter, I bet. Use the lighter on the lighter lighted lid, the wick. And then we just get a bunch of random stuff everywhere. Sure, let's do that. So, scissors, mittens, masks. All sorts of items here. Let's see, a bird. Whatever that is. A shoe. We need to find a bunch of shoes. We need to find mittens. Or, I guess gloves. That's a picture of a glove. And another bird. A horse and a glove. Boxing glove. And I'll use a hint for the horse, which is right here. Solving that puzzle gives us a pallet. So we're gonna take a step back. We're gonna use the paint on the palette. And even though I don't have any brush, one will magically appear when I try to solve this puzzle. So with this puzzle, we are trying to recreate this picture. Just looks so nice. Let's see. Get that picture. Okay, so it's supposed to be blue up there. Let's get that blue sky. Let's get the yellow rocket. And what am I missing? Okay, so the 2 stars. These 2 stars are the ones that need to be purple. Not purple, but orange, brown, orangish brown. This gives us the code for up here. So what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that was the code. That gives us this. And now we almost have enough science stuff to finish. I think we're done, right?
I don't understand. The portal was right here. There must be a way to open it again.
Yeah, see, this guy returns, indicating, hey, we're done. All right, so we need to take a look at this. We're going to spin it around. We're going to grab that. That's a punch pin, and we're going to put a continent into place. Press the button. Oh, that does nothing. Right, we need to put the decoder into place first. And then press this button. Now we're gonna hit this button. Opening up this. We put the 2 electromagnets in place. That way we can get the well-protected book. The heart you seek is inside this book. He thought he hid it where you could never reach it, but you need only to look up at the night sky and gaze upon its face. I know you'll prove him wrong. P. P for portal. All right, let's go through the portal.
Home at last. I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome.
If you need anything, I'll be repairing my moon cannon.
The first thing we're going to want to do is find spaceships. So here's one. Not spaceships. Rockets. Here's another. And the third one's going to be inside here. Now we're going to launch these fireworks over here to get a hidden objects challenge. So we're going to put gears here. So this one says there's a boomerang and a robot. And then a model rocket. For that, we're going to find the top of the rocket, which is somewhere on this screen. Tell you what, let me just put a gear over here, find the next things. Binoculars. A bullet. And then a toy cannon. Still can't find the top of that rocket. Let me move this over here. Okay, so a star was one of the kind of random things. Let's just use a hint. Hint says, no, you don't want to find any of those items. You want to find a gear instead. Sure, hint. Sure. So, pocket watch over here. Let's see, a corkscrew is lying on top of that. Hex nuts are going to be somewhere random. I don't know. There they are. I'm going to take this and smash that to get a glowing orb. I'm going to grab this sun over here. And then the other two items I need a hint for. Okay, I open up that to get the star. Again, it's kind of random. That thing has a star in it. So I still need the top of this model rocket. Can't help but feel it's over here on the left. There it is. Finally. There's the model rocket. When we find all the items, we're going to put them into place here. That's going to give me a punch card. And that punch card will let me get to the top of this area. It's a punch card access elevator. So here we want to grab this item, and we solve the hidden objects challenge over here, which I don't think I can show on YouTube. And I can't press both panels at the same time. I gotta get help.
I bet you need some help with those pressure plates, right? No problem.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. So I don't know why they have pressure plates here, but they do, and they lead to a new room.
I have a few more adjustments to make, and then the cannon will be ready.
Sweet. So he's building a cannon, and we've got cannons in this room. We want to fire both cannons to get this. Gives us the code for that window puzzle outside, as well as this item. What we're going to do is put the space bridge into place. We're going to put the rocket on the space bridge and then click it to smash it. And that's going to give us the code 385. Okay, that's obviously for a puzzle. So here I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to get the star emblem. That's going to give me this. I need a gauge, though. Where do I get a gauge? Do I get it from here? No, that's for a puzzle. That's for a puzzle. What about over here? Oh, looks like I'm missing some items. Were there items here? No. Maybe it's outside is where I missed an item. Here we go. There's that one item. It's the planet pendulum. So let's go back into the Moon Council. Put the pendulum over here for this puzzle. All right. So, number one is a shell, and shell is that planet. So we're going to move that here. Number two is that symbol, and it's this planet. 3 is a leaf. So that's this planet. 4 is that symbol. That's already in place. 5 is lightning bolt. Then this is number 6, even though it looks like a 7. And there's the solution to the puzzle. It's going to give me the punch card. So I'll put the punch card pieces into place. I put in the punch card. I put in these 3 punch card punchers. Now I need to move them according to this. Let me see. I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to move them. So this one goes in the middle. This one stays on the left. This one goes on the far right. And that gives me the astronaut punch card. So now I get to be a fancy astronaut. I can use it here. Oh, the cannon is still offline, though. All right. Oh, I forgot to send Gears over here to grab that tiny item. A very tiny item, but it's important. I have to put it here. So now I have a working gauge. I'm going to put the gauge here. That passcode was 385. So I'm going to start it. We get a rocket. Oh, I thought it was going to, like, explode.
You know, maybe that monster left behind a clue on the moon. My cannon can get you there. So when you're ready, just let me know.
All right. That's why the cannon's not working. That's why. I thought it was going to send me to the moon right away, but no. We have to wait a bit first, but we are going to go inside. We aren't going to do much besides grab this item. The astronaut suit emblem, and I'll be using it over here for a puzzle, probably along with the glass disc. So we had a clue for this: blue, red, yellow, purple, green. So blue, red, yellow, purple, green. That gives me the colored disc. Let's go back inside. This thing only likes colored discs. Now we have a hidden objects challenge over there. Let me double check to make sure I have not missed anything here. Looks like I haven't. So, hidden objects it is. Oh my gosh, I'm very sorry, everybody. I accidentally missed out on recording that hidden objects challenge. Okay, well, I'm not too sorry. It was kind of a boring hidden objects challenge, but it's also a fun one, kind of, because you have to find every single item on the board. So basically, you just click on every single item. After that, you go outside and you enter here for the launch code. So the launch code is green, red, blue, yellow. Green, red, blue, yellow. And this is like a 5-part puzzle. So we need to set the pressure to 7, I, C, 6, 7, and 200. The order does not matter. The order you press them in doesn't matter. Same with the red buttons. Doesn't matter what order you press those in. It does matter what order you press these in. It's left, right, right, left, left, right. And then pull the levers, the middle one, the left one, and the right one. And here we go. We're going to the moon! I'm pretty sure it takes a lot longer to reach the moon in real life. Whatever, we're in a science fiction story. So, we crash land on the moon. Loading, 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 loading. Here we are on the moon. One small step for me, one giant leap for imagination. So we've got terrible acid there, and it's too dark to see anything there. All we can do is check out this. What can I grab from this spot? Okay, that's closed. All right, I guess we can't do anything here on the moon. Let's go to the moon cave. So it's too bright to see anything, but we need to pull this suction cup 3 times. Good, Good. So then we're going to use it to open this. It's going to give me a flashlight. Nice. Back over here, we're going to grab that. And we are going to open it. We need to set the radio, so click all 3 knobs once.
Can anyone hear me? I don't have much time before he returns.
It's our astronaut friend.
One of the heart gems is close by, but the next one will be difficult to find. The next portal is outside the mansion, just past the garden gates.
And then I'm going to steal that battery there and use it on my flashlight. Now I can see in the dark area. This gives us a hidden objects challenge. Haven't seen one of those in a while. First we need to find the 4 glow sticks. And then we find all the items listed at the bottom of the screen, like a gold bar and Saturn, and a crescent moon, and then this golden apple. What is that on the moon? Why is it on the moon? A photo, alien doll, glove, star. Let's see, I'll open up this for goggles. Move this for a valve. I don't know about the other things. Lunar rover needs a wheel. And for the full moon, I am grabbing this and putting it there. Solving the puzzle gives us a sun visor so we can look inside the cave. Why wouldn't there be like a huge sun thing inside the moon? Sure. Are there even caves on the moon? Huh. So this is going to be a puzzle. Statue. I'm pretty sure there aren't like statues inside the caves on the moon. Anyway, we have acid neutralizer. We're going to use it here. And now we need to find all the various moons. Planets. I think these are planets. In the puzzle, it's moons, but these look like planets to me. Several of them were hidden under moon rocks. Yeah, they're called planets. They're called planets. Which is weird because they're totally moons in this puzzle. There are moons orbiting the suns. Let's see. To solve this puzzle, we want to get all these things lined up perfectly. So I think we move this one here, and then this one here. There we go. Okay. That's the easy solution from the very start. So if you mess up the moons, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. It's very difficult once they're not in order. Took me like I'd say more like 15 minutes in my practice run. Okay, so we've got the heart. We're back here. Yay, back on Earth. Ground control to Major Tom. So with this, we need to put our heart lockets on the gem. Put the heart gems on the locket. That will get rid of both the flowers. So click on the flowers. I don't know why the flowers match the hearts on the locket, but whatever. It gives us access to the next area. The outer garden. So here we need to get rid of the woodpecker with a back scratcher. We need to go over here on the right for a puzzle. Okay, so we need to find a valve. We need to find both shells. That's easy enough. Find whatever this is, the cat outline, and move this for the caterpillar. That's going to give us a door knocker, which we place on the door for an ornament. Well, that's not what I was thinking. Let's see. I guess we needed to get gears over here for a votive candle. And then we're going to take the candle out so we get this glass. Oh, it's a nice candle. Why are we getting rid of it? We're going to put a cup over here. So I think with this puzzle we need to swap these 2 cups. Yeah, swap those 2 cups. And then we're going to fill both these cups with water. The ones on the right. That? Don't drop them on the same hand. No. That opens the door to the statue garden. I assume that's what this place is called. Garden of the Past. I was close. It's a bunch of statues, and do they look familiar? They should. Because it's me! It's me! And it's me! Okay, yeah, I talked about that stained glass window, the person that could be my twin. Apparently there's just a whole bunch of statues like that here. So I've got something to do with this area, right? Me or my relatives, maybe. I don't know. Okay, that gives me a pair of gardening shears. Tell you what, let's just take one step back and use the gardening shears right now for a hidden objects challenge. I just want to get the hidden objects challenge out of the way because I'm pretty bad at them. Okay, so we've got those items at the bottom of the screen, and then items at the top of the screen as well. And a crown and a sword. Here's a sword. And then finally a little crown here at the bottom. Solving that puzzle gives us a golden feather for the golden goose, which we'll meet in a moment. Alrighty. Actually, the golden goose is by the beanstalk. Yeah, giant beanstalk. Take a guess as to what the next story will be going through is. That's right, it's Jack and the Beanstalk. So we're going to put the golden feather here to get the golden egg from the golden goose, and we're going to grab that as well. We need to open it up. This looks like some sort of puzzle, but it will turn something from a statue to being alive. Maybe we should use that on one of the statues that looks just like me. We're not, but that would have been cool. Okay, so I grabbed two items, a fire element and a back scratcher. We're going to go back. With the fire element, what we need to do is use it against fire. And now it's charged, and we're going to do that with all the various elements we've got there. Gonna grab whatever that is. Enigmatic disc. Ooh. Such a mystery. Such a mystery. We're going to use the back scratcher on the woodpecker. That's going to give us water, maybe? I dropped it in the bushes. Where I find a beanstalk part. And hey, that got rid of the woodpecker. That gives me a ring. Earth element. So that's going to go here in the dirt. Because dirt is earthy. I'm going to put the ring on this statue to access the book. The next part of the Pierre story.
After traveling many days, Pierre arrived at the home of a wise sage who guarded the Rose of Life.
Okay, cobwebs and cobwebs.
He offered to pay any price for her rose, but she told him he could have it for free.
There's one in the crystal ball and one on the wall.
However, she warned, the Rose of Life curses whoever touches it.
This and that?
Pierre agreed without hesitation. He knew it was the only chance to save her. As Pierre journeyed home, he saw the rose had begun to wilt. He panicked. He gave the rose water, but a single petal fell to the ground, turning to dust.
No, not the magic rose.
Rage flowed through him like lightning. He cried out as his body began to change shape.
Oh, you shouldn't have touched the cursed rose, buddy.
When he came to his senses, he shrieked at his beastly appearance, racing home.
So it's sort of like the fairy tale Beauty and the Beast with the magic rose. Let me quit the game for a brief second to show off. Look, there's the magic rose. Oh, totally, totally. Yeah. All right, back to the game. Solving that puzzle gave us a wrench, and I'll use the wrench over here to open up this well-protected rubber horn. Oh, as well as a mystery paper. So the rubber horn goes here to wake up this thing. It's going to give me a charged piece. I think that one's already charged. Air. It's already charged. Great. So the mysterious paper, we're going to use it on the fire. That gives us a puzzle. So 1, 2, and 3. So it's blue, red, yellow, yellow, red. So 1 is blue, 3 is red, and yellow is 2. So it's going to be 1, 3, 2, 2, 3. 1, 3, 2, 2, 3. Solving that puzzle gives us the final element. It's the water element. We take a step back. We're going to use it here. Next is kind of a tough puzzle. We want to put these elements into place. That's not the tough part of the puzzle. The tough part of the puzzle is the game doesn't tell us which solution to get. We've got 4 of them. Let me put the beanstalk into place. So it's like, okay, what if I turn it into water? What happens if I make them water elements? Is that correct? Game says, yeah, that's totally fine. You can do that. What if I decide to make them earth elements? The game says, yeah, that's totally fine. You can do that. It accepts all 4 solutions, which is not helpful. It'd be nice if it just stopped when you got the earth elements, because those are the ones you need. You want to put the earth elements into place, and then you can use your magical egg here. Now the beanstalk turns into life. We're going to use the gardening shears. That way I can get access to the book. Jack and the beanstalk. Woohoo! Off to fairy tale land! Ah, there's Jack
I hope
now.
You're friendlier than that last guy.
That last guy was a real villain, Jack.
No, he didn't have a baby with him, but he did steal my magic beans.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, thankfully, I hid a few last week, but now I can't remember where they are.
That's bad. Jack, you need to work on your memory, buddy. So let's see. It looks like we need to get a bird ornament for his thing. We're going to use... I think I'm going to use gears over here. The handle must be close by. I don't know. Hint, tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to move this bush aside to find the handle. There we go. Alright, so now I have an axe. And no wonder I got a little confused. What we're supposed to do is go outside of the storybook and use the axe over here. So yeah, briefly find the axe, and then we go right back to the garden for a hidden objects challenge. So this is kind of a fun one. We need to start the gramophone by putting the record, winding it up, and then moving the needle.
The story of Tony and the snails.
This one is a storybook. We need
Tony
to find
was
the
no
items.
Ordinary frog. Sure, he loved to leap around and do all those frog things.
Okay, so
He
frog
looked like
over
a frog.
here.
But there was one thing Tony loved more
And
than
he
anything
loved his
else,
reed pipe.
and that thing made him special. That morning was no different. Tony was sitting on his rock,
Rock
smoking his
over
pipe.
here.
Tony loved. Then, without
I'm sorry for
warning,
talking over the
3
cool
snails
story.
passed
This
by
is
Tony,
really neat.
his
I do
pipe,
like
and his
this.
rock. They were
Snails,
quite
snails.
slight,
I'll just be
and
quiet
one
for the
might
rest of the
say
story.
Quite ordinary snails. What are you doing near my rock? Tony asked the 3 snails. I don't see your kind often in these parts. Well, we're here, said the snails, to find a clover for each of us. We need a little good luck. Tony helped the snails find 3 clovers, so they had good luck all of their days. You see, as soon as they found them, they also discovered an old jewelry box with 3 pieces missing from its cover. They found 1/2 of the golden apple, but they wanted the whole thing.
What's the golden apple?
The other part was buried nearby. I saw the people who built this statue bury it nearby, but the shovel broke, and the handle got stuck inside the statue.
I guess we don't need to know what the golden apple is, just that it's cool. Use the hammer to smash the statue.
Tony broke the stone and found a handle. Now he only needed a metal part of the shovel. If we assemble the shovel, we can find the second half of the golden apple, said Tony. They assembled the shovel after looking for the second part for some time. Now all that was left to do was unearth the second part of the apple from the ground. They found the second half of the golden apple in the ground. It was nice and shiny, just like the first part. The four friends sold the golden apple and bought a real apple, with money left over to last for many seasons. It just goes to show, sometimes what you're looking for is right under your nose.
Good advice for somebody who solves hidden objects challenges. So we got an apple. Hooray! Hooray! And now back to the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, because we are all appled up. We're going to use the apple on the cow. Moo! And we get to explore Jack's basement. So what do we have over here? A lot of petrified items. Maybe I can cure them? Yeah, maybe. This needs to be dug out. Hint says I can't do anything there. I can grab this mysterious element. I need to pump air into this balloon, and I can open up this item. Ah, alright. This has to be one of those challenges where I find all those items at the bottom of the screen. Here's one. Here's another. There's the rooster. Where is the lock? There's the padlock. Here's the hook. And then that looks like a brush. It's a brush, okay. Solving the puzzle gives us this. It's a file, which I imagine opens up. That is not how files work. Okay, we are in a fairy tale, so I guess I can give it a bit of a break here. Alright, so I need something to pump air in this balloon. I've got acid and axe. Probably using acid to destroy the lock. It's a pretty common solution in video games like this. Gives me a spade so I can dig. It's gonna give me some air. Bellows. Let's see, is that it? I could plant something here if I need to. Oh, I bet I'm gonna plant like the magic beans. Okay, so I've got the bellows, but they're broken. It needs a little pipe part at the end. And hint says I could definitely grab... Yes, I can grab the bucket. Okay, so I'm gonna use gears here. Grab this. Giving me the hook. I'm gonna put the hook up here. I'm gonna put the bucket into place. Lower it down, pull it back up, and I've got a bucket full of water. Okay, now what am I supposed to do? Let's see. Perhaps I water something in the basement. You know, my map is not indicating I'm doing anything here right now. What if I have to go back outside? Oh, right! I'm playing on one of the harder modes. Of course my map isn't gonna tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so the magical gem is trapped. Perhaps I need to use the axe. Oh, that won't work. And I can't use the gardening shears. Oh, the acid again. Duh! So now let's go back into Jack's basement. Now that I've got the depetrification gem into place, I'll use it here, and this looks like a hidden objects challenge. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Spoon. Bread. Chicken. Let's see, that was a leaf. Potatoes and a razor. That works. I'm just clicking randomly and getting items. So I need something to paint that red. I'll use this red crayon. That gives me a red sun. Just like in those stories about Superman. Although this is not a story about Superman. Believe it or not. I do think one of these games has a superhero story. I just don't remember which one. Anyway, open the can of beans. That's probably going to give me the peas. Here's an old-fashioned razor, and then a tear pocket. I don't know what a tear pocket is, so let's use a hint for that. That's a tear pocket. Okay. That gives me some magic beans. So probably no real confusion here. I put the magic beans in the ground. Then I'm gonna bury them. Then I'm gonna dump my bucket of water on them. Magic beanstalk grows all the way through the house. I destroyed your house, Jack. Sorry about that. Wow. Now we can climb up the beanstalk.
Did you do that? I wish I knew what was up there.
It's an angry giant. You probably shouldn't climb up it. I probably shouldn't climb up it. It's dangerous. Not to mention, I'm scared of heights. Like, oh man, this is not good. Everything here is huge. I feel like an ant. Alright, I use gears to get through the, basically to open up that window. Gears can grab this bird. I thought Gears was going to grab the chain there. And this is definitely a puzzle. We've got to figure out the correct combination. Alright, let's go back. I'm going to use the bird symbol over here. Right. We want to recreate the symbols here. Which is not too difficult. Just keep clicking on these things until the correct symbols appear. There we go. Beautiful. And that gives us a hidden objects challenge, which is not beautiful. I don't like this one. Just got like super stuck recording this. I am recording multiple versions of this game, so I'm doing a version of the game without commentary. And I got so stuck on this puzzle recording it. Yeah. So stuck, so stuck. Also doing a video of just the puzzles. Just the puzzles. And I'm not gonna be like the lazy guy who just, you know, copy-paste this video. Nope, that's actually gonna have unique commentary. Alrighty. And then obviously there's no commentary in the no commentary version. I'll be able to hack that video apart to pieces using an axe. No. Using editing software. I'll be able to make a video that's just all the cutscenes from the game. Using my no commentary playthrough as a basis. Hopefully like this game will still make sense if it's just the cutscenes and none of these hidden objects challenges, and I talked through the entire thing. Sorry about that. Anyway, now I've got rope. We can use the rope with gears to go over here. Go over here. We're basically tying both ends of the rope up. And then I can get inside the dining room. Alright, what are we doing in the dining room? That is... No, I didn't mean to back away immediately. That's a large nail. Everything here is quite large. Oh, hey, it's one of these challenges again. Okay, let's find the 5 things. That thing. A button. Probably his wristband. Something hidden inside there, right? We need a triangle, and it looks like it's supposed to be a needle. There's a triangle. I'll use a hint for that needle. Hint says it was a needle. It was a needle. Just a giant needle. I could use it as a sword. So that gives me... What does that give me? A bow and arrow. Ooh, I've got a giant bow and arrow. Nice. Look at those coins, man. I should be able to just drop that onto the ground and Jack will be rich forever. Okay, we've got, looks like I can zoom in on this. That hole leads to the next room. I'm probably going to use my, needle and thread. Usually has a little bow and arrow there. Let me look over here. This definitely looks like a puzzle. I don't have a helmet for the knights, but that's definitely a puzzle. Bow and arrow. Gonna use it here, probably. And now how do I... Okay, zoom in. I tie it to the thread, and then I go into the treasure room. This looks dangerous. The giant's sleeping. Yeah, the giant... I did not mean to back away immediately. Gonna rob the sleeping giant. These are what the enigmatic discs must be for. This must be a puzzle. So what's the puzzle? We're gonna rotate the discs until they're all lined up, I betcha. Oh, no. Oh, this is gonna be one of those things where I get the top one and then I get the left one, but now the third one is wrong. And if I keep doing this repeatedly, is anything going to change? So top one, left one. I mean, yeah, the location of the third one changes every single time. So let's just keep doing this solution. Not the most elegant solution, but it is going to change where... Oh, no, the third one's there again. So maybe there's only 2 places where the third one can go. So, yeah, the third one ends up at the bottom. Yeah, so we're gonna have to desync this. Let's get the middle one like that. Now I'm just gonna get the top one into place. Oh, now top and middle are equal. There we go. That's it. I just needed to get them out of the rotation. And then do top, middle, top, left, middle. Oh, it's a hidden objects challenge. I don't feel like doing one of those yet. Where is Gears? Gears is going to go over here. I need to pump air into the balloon, but the bellows is broken. So I probably am going to have to do this hidden objects challenge. What am I doing here? I am finding matching items? Let's see if we can figure that out. Okay, bow and arrow and a heart. Give us Cupid. Okay, these are matching hidden objects challenges. Oh dear. Smiley face and frowny face. That's a pretty typical match. Rainbow and clover. Good. Pirate flag and something else would be a pirate and a ship. Yeah, there we go. The knight is probably... And what's this diamond going to be? Not sure. We've got the helmet and the guy. No? Guy and the little girl? No. Wings and the horse will make a Pegasus. Devil horns and pitchfork. Maybe those are supposed to be devil horns. Yeah, there we go. Diamond ring is gonna have to be the ring and the diamond. Good. Fish and girl mermaid. So, phoenix. Like, this has to be the knight, but that's not right. So the man and the crown maybe is the king, but I don't see a crown anywhere. Ooh, I bet knight is helmet and sword. Hint says man and crown, which I didn't see anywhere. Okay, beanstalk. Probably bean and whatever that is. And then phoenix has to be the bird and fire. This gives us half of a medallion. Well, darn, I thought it was going to give us something a bit more useful than that. Definitely need something to fix the balloon, but my bellows is broken and I don't have anything to fix it. I doubt I could find the key or even lift it, so I'll probably use acid to destroy that. Okay, now I'm inside the cage. Zooming in on this, I get a bellows part. Great, as well as that. I need something to lift up the cylinder. Let's use the bellows part. So the bellows part... Bellows is probably going to be used here. That gives me a balloon. There was one back in Jack's basement. So let's go all the way back to Jack's little basement area. We have this balloon. Now we just need to find the third balloon, and we'll be beautiful. I did not see a third balloon anywhere, so I'll just use a hint. Jack is standing around being useless. And, okay, so it was all the way up over here. Well, no wonder I didn't see it. Okay, the bellows is gonna go here. Giving me balloon number 3. Let's go back inside. We wanted to hold this up. I bet that's what the balloons are for. It's got 3 things attached to it. Giving me a knight helmet, and then my family locket figurine, whatever that means. So I'm going to use the knight figurine over here, right, for puzzles. It has to be a puzzle. So arrange the tiles so each knight defeats a single dragon on each row. Oh, alright. Oh, I get it. Okay, so... Gosh, this is gonna be tough. So, like, if I do that, that might slays a dragon, but then, bunch of dragons survive. And those 2 knights kill themselves. Well, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. So, let's take a look at the top rows. I'm trying to figure out how the top rows could work, because we've got this top row, this has a... like a dragon there, and then, obviously we're gonna need a knight. So do we have a top row with just a dragon? So here's the top row with the dragon. Then we're gonna have to have this. Like, that's going to have to be a top row there. Except I made a mistake somewhere. So, how does this work? Like, does this top row work with the knight killing 2 dragons? No, it doesn't. Okay, I get it. The dragons survive. Like, if that's a top row, but then this dragon survives, so that's not good. That's how we're supposed to solve the puzzle. So that way, the top row can be this. See? There we go. Okay, so that's perfectly fine for a top row. And then I need to, fix these other ones. Okay, I got it. Calm down. Calm down. Geez, so I'm gonna need, that. I think that might be it. Yeah, that's definitely a solution to the puzzle. There have to be multiple solutions, because you can have those rows in any order whatsoever. Cool! Puzzle solved. It gives us the second half of the medallion. Obviously, we'll have to use that on that medallion area, right over here. Giving us the final heart. Oh no! That makes a lot of noise and wakes up the giant. That was a terrible idea! Hi! What do I do? I just need to make a portal and escape, right? No! Yeah. Make the portal, make the portal, make the portal. Oh, wow, my nails are fabulous.
Give me a hand. We've got to cut it down before he climbs down.
Oh, geez. Okay, well, I do have an axe, so I'll help cut down the, beanstalk. No! Good, and now I'm back in the real world. Unknown call, huh? It's the baby!
The baby is mine. You can't have her.
I still don't know who you are or why you stole the baby, and I really don't care. I'm gonna save the baby right now. Obviously I'll put on my 3rd heart on the locket and use that locket to open this door because I've got the 3 hearts. So click on these 3 roses. Where is this gonna take me? The restoration room. In this room, we want to find a bunch of bottles. Bottles everywhere. Yes. And it looks like we need something with bells. Bells! Yeah, we're gonna have a bell puzzle. Oh,
Pierre arrived home, grasping what little humanity he had left.
let's continue with Pierre's story, because this is going to lead into the fourth
The
book
once
world.
lush rose had only a single petal left.
No. Let's see. There's a thing there, and that's a thing as well.
He could barely contain the rage threatening to consume him. Using the last of his strength, he held the last petal out to his sleeping wife, awakening her at last. The curse engulfed Pierre's mind. He was no longer a man.
Yeah, now he's just an angry villain.
Now he was merely a beast, driven by rage.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely the Beauty and the Beast story.
When his wife saw him, she did not recognize him, trembling.
So we have a rose there, and then a rose somewhere else hidden on the screen. I don't see a rose anywhere. I'll wait for the hint button to refill. This is a dark area. We need a third panel over there. And this is where we are going to... We're gonna start a book restoration thing over there. Is that another one I can grab? Yeah. That's another bottle I can grab. Hint says the rose is hidden behind her elbow.
With nowhere to run, she plunged into a strange new world.
So that's what happened to Beauty. So Pierre's wife, lost in a book the way Maria and Calivan were. Could be that's where the fourth book is. The book's gonna lead us to their world. We're gonna save Pierre's wife. Maybe. Let's see, over here I want to grab a stick, and it doesn't look like there's anything. Oh, I can grab that bottle, and I need to finish that pipe. I'm gonna grab the stick and set it on fire here. Then I'm going to go back to this room and set the candle on fire. That's going to reveal this puzzle. Circle, triangle, square. Circle, triangle, square. Then a circle, square, triangle. Circle, square, triangle, square, circle. That gives us another thing as well as another thing. Hey, 2 more items. Beautiful. This is, time's running out. You must save her. He moves quickly, but hey, you can move quickly too. And we're going to grab that symbol. For this puzzle, we have to find the symbol at the bottom half of the bookshelf. And then we're going to punch the bookshelf a couple more times. Looks like that's going to give us this bell code. All right, let's use the bell code. 3 red, 4 blue. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 2 yellow, 3 green. Easy enough. Giving us some papers. Ah, that's the code for the restoration thing. This safe is locked. Can we guess the combination? Probably not. So this is why we need the restoration stuff. We need to restore the final page of the book. Put that here. Put the recipe here. Okay. I guess I won't put the recipe there. Where is the final bottle? Here's the final bottle. Bottles into place. Now can I maybe use the recipe? I have to put the recipe in that specific spot. Right. Okay, and we're going to need a vial. We're missing a beaker. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, we're going to put this here. Going to move that here, so... and this in the center. Oh, move all 3 of them to the center. That's the solution to the puzzle. Move all 3 of them to the center, giving us a hidden objects challenge. Oh, joy. Let's see if I can find anything. An owl. Scissors. Puzzle piece. Like, it feels like I should be able to find the puzzle pieces, because there's like 3 of them. Oh, maybe that will be the puzzle after we beat this challenge. Okay, there's a... That was a snowflake. I need scissors and an owl, and then, some sort of knife thing. And, lanterns. 2 lanterns. Slowly making my way. There's the other pair of scissors. There's the knife thing. I'm waiting for that hint button. Desperately waiting, desperately waiting. Oh, there's another owl. That's a flute. Well, there's another flute there. 2 more items left. Lantern and snowflake. Snowflake? Haha. And that thing, I guess, counts as a lantern, even though it doesn't match the lantern outline. Okay, beaker. Oh. Well, maybe we have a second hidden objects challenge here where we're supposed to find the puzzle pieces. So, where's the beaker? It says the beaker is here, hidden. It's hidden inside this. Well, that went terribly. Let's hope this goes better. So I need half a blue. Let's see the instructions. Half times 2/3 equals 2/6. Wow, that's math. Okay. So I just need half of 1/12 of blue. Well, how do I even start? I'm trying to grab these pieces and move them. Maybe I grab this. There are 10 holes, but only some of them are marked. Whoa, hold on a second. Wait, what is happening? So I'm trying to figure out what the bottles on the right are for, and I messed that one up. So use the bottles on A to fill the beaker by looking at the clue on its tag. Okay, the tag says 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm filling up these 5 bottles. Okay. It's just a puzzle where it's got like 12 steps, and I have to do these steps in a particular order. So the first step is filling up that beaker. Okay, then it's going to be 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, 5. Now I have the yellow stuff done, and I don't need to look at that right now. And then I use this recipe to figure out how much goes on the heater. Use the measurement bottles to dose the correct amount from each beaker. So, 1/12 of blue. 1/12 could be 1/4 times 1/3, right? Oh, did it not accept that? Okay, just 1/4. Well, I'm trying to multiply, thank you. So if I do 1/3, and then I pour it into 1/4, that's how I get 1/12. Okay, now I need 6/12. So that's going to be, I have no idea. 6/12. So 1/2, but don't get that at all. 6/12 is just 1/2, so let's just do 1/2. So red, half of red. Maybe that's just the trick to the puzzle. And the multiplication was just for the first round. 1/12, again, 1/12, let's go with 1/3 and then pour that into 1/4. And then 4/2 is 1/3, so 1/3 of green. No, I'm not gonna pour it into a 4th, I'm gonna pour it into here. Then I use the magic paint. Puzzle solved. So I need a magnifying glass so I can actually see what's happening here. What am I looking for now? It feels like I'm missing something, like I'm supposed to find a special symbol here. Yeah, I don't really see anything I'm supposed to find on this paper. Okay. It doesn't help that as soon as I move my mouse, I need to, immediately readjust. So is that enough? I don't think that's... Yeah. Something hidden on the side of the paper? That's it? Okay, we were supposed to know the bottom right one is the correct one. Sure. Sure, let's go with that. Whatever. Okay, up. Oh, okay, I guess because it's only arrows, that's how I was supposed to realize that. Still, I don't know about that puzzle. Up, right, left, up. So, up, right, left, up. Then, down, left. Now we're at the gazebo. Okay. I'm outside again, and there's my car. Okay. Maybe I want to help my car. I don't want to get electrocuted, though. The trunk is locked. I guess... No, I'm not going to break into it. Okay, I need to use the gardening shears to get that stethoscope, I assume. And then there was that thing... What's this? An ornament is missing here. Okay, I'll put part of the ornament into place. There was a thing I needed a stethoscope for. We asked about, is there a way to open the combination lock? And it's gotta be this. Okay, moved it to the right there. Then I move it to the left. Then I move it to the right. Then I move it to the left. Seems like a simple enough puzzle, giving me another ornament piece. Anything else located here? Just double checking. I think we're done with this room. I think we're done with this room as well. No, we're not. We've got something here, right? This pipe is empty. We probably need to put something inside the pipe to smoke out those bees and get that next ornament piece. So am I going to grab some herbs here? No. I have some blunt gardening shears. That's not useful. I don't have anything to open up the trunk. Hint says... Oh, there's a front door. Well. No wonder I couldn't figure out what to do. I can't help her much longer. Soon I won't be able to stop him. Return to where all of this started. What, my house? Okay, that's my house. I've got to go back to my house. If I can get to my car. That was a lever which opened up the trunk. Cool.
I must send my love away to protect her from my rage. The greatest price I must pay, heart to heart, page by page. You must guard her from all harm. Please keep our angel safe and warm.
Okay, that's the story. Hiding the baby. Yeah. I totally forgot there were musical numbers in this game. Oh, man. Please keep our baby safe and warm. I can't find the final anything anywhere. It's this. What does that give me? I bet it's, yep, it's incense. So as I predicted, I'm gonna put the incense here and then I'm gonna burn it in the pipe in order to get that ornament item. Looks like there are 2 items here. Nope, I was wrong, just the one. Ornament shard over here. Giving me the switch, which I imagine turns this off. And now I get a hidden objects challenge. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Okay, there's a lizard. All sorts of animal items, I suppose. Might as well just use a hint on one of them. Item there. Music symbol. Surprised that dove is not one of the symbols. So we need 2 leaves and a chain. There's one. There's a key. Those are the 2 leaves. Okay, so I need a chain and a necklace. There's a chain. Looking a little different, but still identifiable as a chain. The necklace does not look like it's easy to place. Yeah, I'm not seeing the necklace anywhere. Come on, we could do this. There. Okay, it's a totally different looking necklace. That's why. And then Hercules is in the middle. Okay, let's go here. Driving home. We're finished with that mansion. I'm back. Now I need to find this portal, which apparently was in my house the whole time. Yeah, this book. Oh yeah, it was here the whole time. Here we go. Last book. Last book. Getting so close to the end of the game. Hooray! Oh, this is a very familiar... Yeah, I remember this, because the second game of the series starts in this location. Oh, it's sweet. It's the cottage belonging to, well, Beauty and the Beast. Alright, I need to find the, darker things. Gotta move some things aside. Let's see, I can go back to home if I want, but it doesn't look like I can do anything there. And it definitely doesn't seem like I can go back to the mansion. So, from here on out, we're here. Heavy rock to pound something. Oh, and I could do something with the Hercules statue. What is it? Give him sticky bark, and he'll squeeze it. Thanks, Hercules. Definitely needed a Hercules statue just to squeeze something. I need something sharp, but my gardening shears are not sharp. They're not sharp at all. I could use this rock to pound something. I'm probably going to need it to get that out. Hint confirms, nothing for me to do there, so I guess we're going forward to the garden. Oh, my dog. I assume that's my dog. Sit. No. Oh, okay, it's not my dog. Maybe this is not my house. Gears, help me out here. You can fly to this window. Thanks for the knife, Gears, and I don't think there's anything I can do here. Yep, definitely nothing I can do there, because we got that angry dog. Gonna cut this open. Is it gonna be a hidden objects challenge? That looks like a bunch of junk over there by the wood pile. It is! It's a hidden objects challenge. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Let's get a lobster. Let's get this, goldfish. Why not? see, a flute, a bracelet. We've got this doll. That doll goes there. Okay, I thought that was going to be a far more complicated puzzle. Opening up that is fine. Kiss is definitely going to be a puzzle. I'm probably going to have to put lipstick or something there. Let's just use a hint. Oh, there's the lipstick. Okay, and here's the glove. Now I just need Lotus and sunglasses and earrings and a bracelet. Sunglasses. Finally, I need a Lotus, which is that flower. This gives me a whetstone, which I can use to sharpen my shears, I assume. What's this? It's a memory. Left, right, middle. Right, left, middle. Oh, I'll never remember that. Hopefully that's written down in my notes. Well, the whetstone will clean this. And I've got sharp shears again. So I was gonna cut... What was I gonna cut? I thought I was gonna cut something here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2. That helps. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2. Did that calm down the dog at all? No. I checked my notes. 1, 3, 2, 3. 1, 3, 2. 3, 1, 2. That calms down the dog and gives me this puzzle. That's not a puzzle. I probably need to cut this. Cut it over here. Gives me that item. And that's not what this is for, is it? Okay, I definitely need a rose thing, though. And let's go inside this cottage. Please help me. Whoa, check it out. This room is just like mine, except it's in the magical fantasy land. Interesting. Oh, it's got the magic page just like mine. Is the combination the same? Left, right, left, right, left, left, right. Definitely the exact same combination. Oh my gosh. So yeah, all that stuff we did at the very, very start of the game, at the start of this video, it's all coming back. We're coming around to it. This is different, though. We did not do this at the start of the game. What is this? These are different, too. I can cut wood with this. Hint says I need to pull that. Okay, I'm grabbing pieces of tape. And there's probably a final piece somewhere, or not. It's a stencil. I could do a silhouette with it. You certainly could. So anything I'm missing? Yeah, I didn't check out this. It's a stork-shaped insert. Helpful. I need a tool to get this out. Not the whetstone, not the sticky resin or the ornate. I definitely... Definitely have to do something. Use the ornate cover here. What's this puzzle? Find the right combination of symbols. Alright. It's not that one. It's that one. Okay. That wasn't too super tough. This probably goes on the door because it says door pattern in my inventory. Oh no, but we have to make a picture. I imagine it's a picture of a tree. There we go. Opens up Pierre's room. So it is Pierre's room. Okay, Pierre. That story we've been learning about Pierre. This is his room. Pierre was turned into a tragic beast. When and trying to save his wife. Let's see. I am just clicking randomly and having the best of luck right there. I guess they just grouped a bunch of items together very closely there. Now I don't know where anything is. Okay, I need a chessboard, a helicopter. Is this plane? Yep, that counts as a helicopter. That counts as an eagle. And I still, it says 2 chessboard. I see 0 chessboard, actually. So let's back away from this puzzle and use a hint. Once our hint has refilled, we'll return. This needs all figurines. Pierre, his wife, and I assume that's got to be his baby, because we had that crying song about giving up the very important baby. So this is pieces of the stork, right? We need to find pieces of the stork just scattered around the room. One last piece there. That's figurine number 1. Oh, or not. That's probably for the stork thing outside. Yeah. Okay, hint says it's a chess piece, not an actual chess board. Gotcha. So, let's find another chess piece. There. This gives us a wedge. Probably for the thing that's stuck outside. Let's go back outside. Let's do the stork first. The stork visited the house, giving them a little baby. This is a fairy tale land. I wouldn't be surprised if the stork is actually real in fairy tale land. So wedge probably here. Wedge and then the rock. It's going to give me that last piece there. And now we're going to put these pieces together. Probably, it's a jigsaw puzzle first and then get them to stick together using the sticky resin. Good. We've got most of the things now. Very close. We still need to get this outlined, so I probably use the pencil. Okay. Am I just gonna cut off a piece of my table? Because that seems terrible. Alright, we're gonna do it. I need something to sharpen the tools with the whetstone. Okay. This still seems very destructive. Great, so with that silhouette, we can probably open up this. It's the final heart gem! Hooray! And maybe that will turn Pierre into a normal person and not a monster anymore! Aww. Wait, what? No way!
This story begins with Belle, lost in darkness for a long time, until finally, the scent of a single rose brought her to the light.
Interesting. What do I do now? I just rebuild the flower. Rebuild the rose.
As her eyes opened, she couldn't even remember who she was or recognize the monster staring down at her.
So she woke up with terrible amnesia after the sleeping curse.
Belle fled blindly until she reached a portal. She did not know where it led, but her fear drove her to leap inside. After seeing Belle run away, Pierre was even more worried for little Alice.
Alice being the baby. Okay, so what am we finding here? We're rebuilding Alice's crib.
He could not protect Alice from the rage within him. He followed after Belle, hoping her locket would restore her memory.
And it has. Belle now has her memory back.
He didn't realize this would cause a chain of events that would put Alice in danger.
Well, his monstrous side took over, and so he kind of, like, attacked her. Poor baby.
Once Pierre was a man trying to wake his wife from eternal slumber. He used his magical compass to lead him to a cure.
Oh, and flashback to Pierre's memory. Okay, cool. Gonna finish this.
He found a cure, but it came with a terrible curse that would transform all who touched it into a terrifying beast.
A hideous beast. Roar. Where's the last claw? There.
As Pierre lost control of his rage, he wrote his own book in which he would train his daughter to become a powerful beast as well.
That's not a good idea. Why would you want to turn your daughter into a monster, sir?
You are weak. My rage shall give her ultimate power. I am her true father.
No. It must have been evil version of Pierre who wants her to become a monster. Well, I'm gonna stop you. Somehow. There's something behind you. Okay, open up the locket. And the power of the love locket is able to cure him. Ah, thank you, Gears, for saving the baby. So that's the end of Nevertales, The Beauty Within. Hooray! The second game of the series is a direct sequel, I believe. It takes place in that village, and then I think Belle has to go wandering off for whatever reason. And then I could swear there's a game where they have to, where we play as Alice! And it's sort of an Alice in Wonderland themed game where there's a casino run by the Queen of Hearts. I guess that makes sense. You know, she loves cards. Might as well have her be a villainous casino owner. Why not? And Alice has to go back and forth between, like, the casino world and the real world. Yeah, I mean, you can check my walkthroughs for the various games in the Nevertales series, because I've played many of them. Many of them. I keep doing polls here on my YouTube channel asking, hey, what game should I play next week? And sadly, like, Nevertales 5 has not won a poll ever. So it's been up in the running at least like 6 times. And he keeps not winning. I guess I'll just have to just not do a poll at some point and just, guess what? It wins. The end. Interesting how it says voice actors, nothing, and then actors. So I guess it was supposed to put in the English voice actors there, but somebody forgot to do that, and so we only got the, well, I'm not going to hazard a guess as to which company, what language this game was originally made in. And is this just repeating the credits? It is. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye!